Diamond hands are getting their payoff. The second wave is happening right now, and those with the stones to endure the plummeting of GameStop and AMC stocks are getting paid off today. Now, I want to say I am not a financial advisor, and I will also say in full transparency, I do not own any of these stocks. I realized that it was probably sketchy for me to be reporting on this stuff while also owning the stock. So, I'm not a big investor guy. It's the same reason I'm not a big, gambler. I work too hard and I don't have a lot of risk tolerance. But those that do are getting paid off in both AMC and GameStop are going to the moon again. And I couldn't be happier for everyone with diamond hands. I'm sure Dave Portnoy is probably on self-deletion watch. I mean, I don't know what else, he lost $750,000 and bailed. He got paper hands Portnoy. But now, it's happening. I mean, it's happening. He's having a bit of a meltdown. I don't understand. He says 1 hour ago, I've never had more FOMO in my life. GameStop costs an AMC. It's so hilarious to me that I'm on Dave's on total tilt after losing out on the opportunity to make millions. And look, Dave is doing amazing things with his Barstool Fund, helping local restaurants, and that's always going to trump paper hands Portnoy. But this is what happens when you get paper hands, my friend. You go on Reddit or you go on Tilt, and you know what's interesting? Reddit goes down, suffering a DDoS attack. I'm guessing. I don't really know, but I do know that in the middle of all the madness, Reddit went down, which I don't think was a coincidence. I can't prove that. You can see GameStop shares. Look at this. This is after hours too. Look at this after hours. It's peaked at $185 again. And though it has dipped back down to 40, it started the day at $48. So right now it's nearly triple what it was. If we look at AMC, here we go. Even after hours, started the day at $7. It is now over $10. That's a $2 increase in shares. Oh my God, I had so many thousands of shares of AMC. I don't even want to look. I had like 10,000 shares of Nokia. It's okay though. You know what? I've got to have some, I just felt like it was scummy. So we see GameStop shares climbed rapidly and were halted twice for volatility ahead of the closing bell Wednesday. The gaming retailer stock was priced at $91.71 at market close, up nearly 104%. Shares were halted again at 3:40 Eastern after climbing nearly 74%, and again over 10 minutes later after gaining 104%. I'm sure this is just a coinky-dink. Less than an hour after its closing bell, the stock was on the move again, gaining nearly 90% in after-hours trading. Having deja vu yet? The surge comes about a month after a wild GameStop trading frenzy caused the stock to jump 1,600% in a matter of a few days. Though it quickly fell from highs of around $350, the late January surge was fueled by individual retail investors, many from Reddit page Wall Street Bets, some of whom believed the GameStop was undervalued and others wanted to squeeze hedge funds that shorted the stock. The jump in GameStop also comes a day after the company announced its CFO would would resign next month to help, quote, accelerate GameStop's transformation, which could fuel investors who believe the long-term value of the retailer and the ability to shift from relying on physical stores to an e-commerce sales model. Now, I will say that GameStop, many said, that this exit was not willful, that the CFO was forced out by their new CFO or CEO, the guy from Chewy.com. AMC, another meme stock involved in a trading frenzy last month, also jumped around 18% on Wednesday. Redditors on Wall Street Bets cheered as GameStop soared. Posts in the subreddit included diamond emojis, and the title's like, "Next stop is the moon, baby," with rocket emojis, representing a belief that the stock will continue its upward trajectory. Well, my thing is, I'm just happy that those that maybe missed the initial surge can jump in at this one. They can dip in now and get out at $140, $150 a share. Now, again, that's not advice. If I had 10,000 shares and they were suddenly went from being worth being worth $50, to $150, I'd probably dip. I shouldn't say 10,000. That's probably unrealistic for a retail investor, but maybe 1,000 shares, 10,000 if you're buying when it was $9 or $10. Some GameStop investors have talked publicly about not selling their positions in the company during last month's trading frenzy. They believe in this long-term potential. Around 4 p.m., the entire Reddit site was down for many users, though the company did not identify the cause of the outage. Within about a half hour, Reddit said it had identified the underlying issue and systems are beginning to recover. I'm sure it was just a coinky-dink. That, Reddit went down at the time in which hedge funds were losing huge money. It's hilarious to me that, come on, you can't look at this stuff and say, well, I'm sure nothing's going on here. I'm sure it's all just normal shenanigans. Hey, by the way, I've been covering the GameStop stock. I've been covering video games today, covering Star Wars. If you appreciate the coverage, please do click that red subscribe button down below. And if you're in the position to, the number one most important, our most helpful way to support the channel is by going to my Subscribe Star, which is linked in every description. It's a free speech alternative to Patreon, and backing me there. It is a way to insulate the channel. It gives me an opportunity to work on my website, which I have. Eventually will launch so I can host all my own videos there. And I really, really, really appreciate those that are coming over here and supporting. It's been a wild ride. I don't know. You see this insane jump from being as low as $40. Mr. Bell's resignation was not because of any disagreement with the company or matter relating to the company's operation, policy, or practices, including accounting principles and practices, the company said in a filing with the SEC. See, when you're a big company like this, anytime you let go of a big employee, you have to inform the SEC about that because it's important that your investors know that there's been this type of change internally. Sources familiar with the matter told Business Insider, though, that Bell did not leave willingly, but was pushed out by Ryan Cohen, co-founder of Chewy, who made an investment in GameStop last year in an effort to help the company accelerate its push online. Bloomberg News reported on Tuesday evening that GameStop's board pushed Bell out in order to execute its turnaround more quickly, according to sources familiar with the matter. Cohen's appointment to GameStop board helped drive the heavily shorted stock up in January, which resulted in the epic short squeeze of GameStop that provoked retail trading mania, eventually attention from Congress. Now, I will say this much. GameStop was still sitting at $40, $50 a share. This is a stock that was in the single digits not that long ago. So, I don't know if he's got a bunch of stock, if he's even allowed to sell it. We read this last month that the company wasn't even able to issue more stock or sell more stock to capitalize on the gains that were happening, which sucked for them. But you know, they have this access to this money, at least for loaning or for valuation purposes. It's going to be a wild day tomorrow. I can't wait. I'll be getting up bright and early to follow along and report on it here. Make sure you subscribe so you have a chance of being informed. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.